Morning everybody, welcome back. Nice to see you all. Little wave. Beautiful day here in Whitby, absolutely gorgeous. Hope you've been enjoying the videos. I'm trying to post stuff that's a little bit different. I know it doesn't always get me the views, but hey, if it's to do with Whitby, I'll put it up whether it gets me the views or not. A lot of people are always asking about fish and chips in Whitby. That's what it's famous for, amongst other things. Being a beautiful fishing port, all of that, but yes, people do know it for fish and chip shops and restaurants, so I'm going to go around and try and film them all for you. Yeah, I'm not going to eat them, no I'm not. There's a lot of them, so I'm going to split it into those on the east side of Whitby and those on the west side of Whitby. I'll start with the west side, 2 videos. I'm going to hide some wristbands. I've got a hidden wristband here, so I'll try and get that up earlier in the video, and we'll show you, we'll show you the locations. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Right, mates, this is the first one. I've come furthest point out. We're on Fishburn Road, opposite what was the first in and last out pub, which is now closed. And this is the railway Chippy. It's got a good reputation, cash only. I know they do a load of deliveries like to caravan parks and all sorts of stuff, so if you're wanting fish and chips delivered, this is one place you might want to try. I'll get out the road so I don't get run over. And they do breakfast rolls Thursday, Friday, Saturday AM. As promised, is the hidden wristband. We're on Windsor Terrace. You know where that is? It's up near the library. And if you look down the back of the sign, there she blows. A luminous green, Simply Whitby wristband. I hope you find it. Okay, upwards and onwards. So this is the Royal Fisheries on Baxter Gate. It's the only place I know that serve crinkle cut chips, or the only place in Whitby that serve I can hardly say it, crinkle cut chips. Yeah, some like them, some don't. I'm not fussed, I don't mind a crinkle cut. So you can sit in here, there's a restaurant and there's a takeaway and the door's open. We'll see whether we can shove the camera in the takeaway bit. That's a lovely sign, isn't it, Royal Fisheries? In we go. Looking good. Ready for business. Here's my favourite restaurant. Again, there's a restaurant and a takeaway here. I've never eaten from the takeaway, but the restaurant's superb. Trenchers. I reckon it's... okay. I'll be impartial. So that's the restaurant. They're always queuing here. Beware, they are always queuing. And that's the takeaway. It's not open yet. So I'll look at the price list. You can pause it if you want to have a look at the prices. It's really nice inside, lovely. And there's they built a back area where you can sit outside at the back of the restaurant. Right, this is the Whitby Endeavor. Now, it's not exactly a fish and chip restaurant, but they do fish and chips, so I thought it was only fair to include them. Always got an offer of 2 on here. Here's one: 2 Whitby cod and chips, 2 free drinks, served with mushy peas and a fresh salad, $29.95. And you can sit on the top deck and scoff your fish and chips to your heart's content. Next stop, again, it's one I go to quite often. This is one of to Angel Fisheries. This is in Angel Yard at the side of Witherspoons. This is a takeaway, but you can actually sit in, so it's not a restaurant, but you can sit in, same price, and they've got tables and chairs, so yeah, keeps the costs down, because fish and chips are not cheap. Not in Whitby, they're not. There's a price list. I like it here. Now this is Hetty and Betty's, and I never had it down as a fish and chip shop, but yeah, it's a fish and chip shop. They do other stuff, but principally, and they do that, you know, those cake things. Yeah, they do an afternoon tea. Well, they serve you fish and chips on that. I don't know whether that's a gimmick or a good idea, but that's what they do. So this is Hetty and Betty's. You can get in at this side by the Angel Fisheries, or you can get onto Baxter Gate, and the back of the restaurant is the back or the front. I don't know. There's two entrances. The fish box, this is another of the Fuscos. I think there's this one, the Royal Fisheries, and the one that comes later, Quayside. I've been into the fish box. I wasn't expecting a lot, but actually they were pretty decent. They've got a fish box in Robin Hood's Bay as well, halfway down the hill into the bay. You order by, you know, they've got one of them ordering machines, so you don't have to talk to anybody. Yeah, here's the prices. Knock your cent out. Tables outside, day like this, I mean, it's absolutely glorious. See outside the cotton chips, haddock and chips, perfect. Right, this is Alexander's Fish Restaurant on the bottom of Golden Lion Bank. Unfortunately, it's closed. I'm not quite sure why, but I think, I don't know, and I don't want to speculate. Anyway, it's closed, and I think it's up for sale. So if you fancy running a fish and chip shop in Whitby, knock yourself out. Alexander's Fish Rent, available for sale if you got the money. Here's the other Angel Fisheries. This is the Harborside. This was the second they opened. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? And this is another one which is actually a takeaway, but they've got tables and chairs in there, quite a few, so you can sit inside and scoff your fish and chips, your cod and chips, your haddock and chips, whatever you want it to be. Your scampi, your battered sausage. We all like a battered sausage, don't we? Mrs. M doesn't. Yeah, I do like this place though. And they do ice creams. They've got a window at the front so you can have an ice cream if it takes your fancy. The Marine, again, it's a seafood restaurant, but we used to, when we first moved to, got a place in Whitby, we used to come here on a Sunday quite a lot. It's changed a lot since then. It's more of a seafood restaurant, but they do fish and chips in here, so and it wasn't too long ago I had them in here, so knock yourself out. You can book it's not a takeaway, it's just a restaurant, and you get a steak in here and that type of stuff if you want, but they've got fish and chips. This is Terry's Fish Bar. I just like the name. I think this probably was the first fish and chip shop I came to when I first visited Whitby. And I've been plenty of times since to the takeaway. I've not sat in the restaurant, but there's a takeaway and restaurant here. It looks lovely. It's recently been refurbished, and yeah, you can take your dog in there. You can take your dog in here if you want, or so it says on the window. Got to watch the seagulls, you know, when you're coming out these places. This is the Quayside, it's another Fusco's. You walk out of here with your takeaway fish and chips, you're likely to get a seagull swooping around. He'll nick your battered sausage. I've never had the takeaway or the restaurant at the Quayside, so, but it looks lovely. What's not to like? Well, it looks like you're ordering on one of them machines here, doesn't it? And it's nice, a nice restaurant here, and you can sit outside, so on a day like this it's perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. Let's have a look at the menu. Can you read that? Fish and fizz, I think. Right, here's another one that's not exactly a fish and chip shop, but you know, it'd be churlish to leave it out, wouldn't it? This is Harry's Bar, and they do tapas and a bistro, but they do fish and chips here. Again, I can't say I've ever had them here, but yeah, and if you want to sit outside in the sunshine, here you go. Fish and chips, Yorkshire special. And the famous Magpie. Was it a visit by Rick Stein that put them on the map? I don't know. They're always queuing at this place. It's early in the morning, so I'm not sure it's even... Is it open? Yeah, it's just about open. And then always queuing down these steps. It's unbelievable, really. I'd show you the menu, but it's too small. The camera won't pick up on it.
It's okay, fine, yeah, no problem.
With Yorkshire Best County.
Thank you, but you're not actually on it.
Excuse me. Yeah, the Magpie, and they've got a takeaway. Here it is, takeaway at the side. Again, I have been in the, I have eaten in the Magpie restaurant, and I've been in the takeaway. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's on from 11:30 in the morning. Always popular here, always popular. Right, a bit further on, this is Mr. Chips by the beach. There is another Mr. Chips, but it's on the east side, and I'll do a separate video on the east side fish and chip shops. It'd go on for hours, this, if I did it in a one. There's the price list. It's having a bit of TLC at the moment. Ice cream parlour. I've not eaten at this one. I've eaten at the other Mr. Chips on the other side on several times. There's the price list, if you can read it. Right, this is the Fish Shack. Now, I'm not quite sure what place this is. When my nephews come over, we tend to end up in here. I don't know why. I think it's part of the Fisherman's Wife. But you can get fish and chips in here, and you can get lobster and all sorts of stuff. And they have a bit of groovy music playing at the weekend in the summer. It's quite a chilled out area, and it's not a place... It's down on Battery Parade. It's not a place that people come to on a regular basis. And it's worth giving a go. Looks beautiful. Great views, isn't it? Get cocktails here as well. If you can afford them. It's alright, isn't it? Good vibes only. The Fisherman's Wife, and again, I've never been here. I don't know whether it's good, bad or indifferent. I've no idea. I've not been. I've heard good reports about it for sure. It's got some spectacular views from the restaurant. So that's the restaurant bit. Here's the menu. Sorry if you can't read, if it's too small, but again, it is a seafood restaurant, but they do fish and chips. The views looking out, oh man, the views are to die for. And they've got a takeaway here. You can sit. Again, it's takeaway prices, but they've got tables and chairs. Open daily until 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Fish and chips. What's that? £11.50 for takeaway fish and chips. Get a beer or a glass of vino Calapso in here. Wash your fish and chips down with. And here's the last one for today. Now this is Silver Street Fisheries, but it's closed at the moment, and it's been closed for quite some time. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. There's people working in there at this very moment, so I'm not going to shove my nose in and see what they're up to. That's their business, isn't it? Traditional fish and chips, Silver Street Fisheries. I used to go here quite a bit.
Hello, mates. Right, that's it. West side of Whitby, fish and chip shops. They're all the ones that I can think of. If I've missed any, and and you're watching that and you think, oh, you've missed that one, or you've missed ours, I'm sorry, it's not deliberate. But I'll tell you what, if you just put a little note below, I promise you I'll go round and I'll do a short, the ones I missed. So that's part one of the video. Fish and chip shops, restaurants on the west side of Whitby. Part two is going to be on the east side. But for now, I'm going home to put my feet up. It's been a good old walk. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Chin chin.